Hi everybody. This man over here is my cousin. He's Adam Abraham, and he was 73 years old. Uh, he passed away January 31st of this year, and was a genius. Now, the title is Adam Abraham, 1951 to 2025. Rest in peace. Zennie Abraham's memorial to his genius cousin and Joseph Jackson's work. Joseph Jackson wrote the text that I'm about to read to you. I was going to prepare my own, but I saw his posted on Facebook, and I just seemed perfect because it really captured how Adam was, how I pictured him better than I could have, because I haven't seen as much of him as I would like. And the problem is that, unfortunately, and to be blunt, the Abrahams are not as close as they should be. Why that is, I do not know. I think a lot of it has to do with just, I honestly don't know what the answer is. I think in my personal case, my father and mother were married for 6 years, then separated, then divorced, and it saved my life. And so because of that, we were away from the family, and then eventually we left Chicago, where the family was located for much of our lives. And we left Chicago April 8th of 1974. And so when I saw my cousins, it was back then. When I went to California, I didn't see them at all. It wasn't until much later in life that that changed. And so, and that's true for LaWanda, who I didn't see until my father's funeral. Adam. I met Amanda in the few months, and well, seemed comparatively few months, but months that year leading up to my father's passing, which is the same year my stepfather passed away. So, and then we were not as close as we should be as a large group. There are pockets of us that are, but there are also pockets of us that are not. And but I made an effort to try to make up for that where I could, and Adam was one of those people. Anyway, this is what Joseph Jackson wrote. He wrote, Adam Abraham was more than just a researcher or an inventor. He was a true water alchemist, someone who saw beyond the physical properties of water and into its deeper essence. He understood that water was not just a substance, but a conduit for life, energy, and transformation. His knowledge bridged the world of science and spirit, blending the tangible with the unseen in ways that few could comprehend. Born on November 19th of 1951, Adam dedicated his life to exploration, innovation, and wisdom until his passing on January 31st, 2025. As the founder and CEO of Phaelos Books and Mediawerks, he was a thinker, a creator, and a man who embraced both the mysteries of nature and the depths of human consciousness. He studied architecture at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, but his passion extended far beyond traditional disciplines. In every conversation, whether about vortexing water, fuel cells, or the mysteries of existence, Adam carried a profound sense of purpose. He could speak with equal depth about scientific principles, philosophy, and faith, never confusing them, but always seeing their interconnectedness. His spirituality was not just a belief, but a lived experience, one that guided his work, his wisdom, and his kindness. To know Adam was to witness a man deeply attuned to the forces of nature and the divine. He was a seeker, a visionary, and a light in the world too often confined by rigid thinking. His presence was a gift, and his journey here left ripples that will continue to flow far beyond his time. Rest well, Adam. Your spirit lives in the waters you so deeply understood. And I send my condolences to his wife, his children, and his friends. It's a very sad day. Adam, I guess I feel, no, I don't guess, I know I feel really bad. Thank you, Jack. I really feel bad that I didn't get to know him better. What really hurts is what I feel is almost like being robbed of time. Because you always think that you're going to have that time to do what I wanted to do. I actually thought about this a few weeks ago. I thought, I should get Adam on a show and talk about what he's doing. Because I saw a video of him, and I was actually quite concerned because the last video I saw of Adam, he looked like he aged quite a bit. And what I found out later was that he had dropped to 125 pounds. And I don't know the exact cause of death because Adam didn't like doctors. As I understood, I didn't know this until just today. And eschewed going to the hospital. So the normal trajectory of toward wellness that we all take when something is wrong, Adam didn't take because he didn't have a physician. And he was diabetic. He had diabetes. So his body, as I understood, his pancreas ceased to function properly, and his body just sort of shut down gradually, enough for him to call other people. I didn't get the call, unfortunately, and let them know that he was passing on. We never had cross words, he and I. We did have a difference of opinion regarding my cousin Amanda, who recently turned up missing and then was, well, by her perspective, found and now is battling what is morphed into an addiction with a certain type of drug. And as I say that and I think about it, I'm convinced that if we all communicated better, maybe stuff like that doesn't happen. We're all stubborn. But I think there's a way I could have reached Adam and said, hey, you know what? Doggone it, we're going to get you some help, man. I'm going to come down there and get you some help. I'm going to come down and help you out. That's hard to do, however, because I'm here for my mom and I'm the only child. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. What I am proudest of is the fact that I at least tried. And he and I were going to get together. Well, this is some years ago. He was in Chicago. I put it together even just today. He had been in Chicago this date in the past that I don't want to mention for some personal reasons, having nothing to do with me and everything to do with I just don't want to. Just the pain of it, all right? But we were going to get together. We talked about it and it didn't happen. But the one thing I will take away that's majorly positive is how much alike we were. It's actually really pleasing to know someone whose style of thinking is like yours, whose way of talking is like yours. And that was certainly true of Adam. Adam and my father, let me put it this way, I talk like my father and Adam. There's what I call an Abraham style among the men. We're all very articulate. We all believe we're experts at something, and we're correct most of the time. And we all don't like being wrong. And we're stubborn. We're stubborn. And I just have to say this candidly, we're not the best communicators. I pride myself on believing that I became a great communicator over time. Okay. And I really do. Because if I had not had been that person, I would not have, when I had a dream that my dad died in 2005, and I thought I gotta find my dad, and I found him in the space of a day on January 14th at a nursing home, because I had lost touch with him. Uh, and then for the funeral, well, we contacted everybody we could, for his funeral. The Army gave him a 21 gun salute. He is buried at Elwood National. Oh, sorry, I just said in Memorial Funeral at in Elwood, Illinois, and just sad. I can't say that enough. I can't say how upset I am. Okay. In it's something that it's going to sting with me for a long time. My father's buried at Abraham Lincoln National Cemetery in Elwood, Illinois. Am I getting to the point in my life where I forget these things? Well, thank God for the internet where you can type and check it out, right? Okay. So, yeah, artist Abraham was Adam's father. And his mom passed away 5 years ago. And he has 2 kids, and I have not had the pleasure of meeting them yet. I hope I do get to do so. I really do. I don't want to just close out. Adam had a lot to say. He had a lot of interesting ideas, as you could hear, and I'm gonna take you through his Facebook page, and so you can have a feel for the kind of person that he was, and his friends and everything else. This is let me see if I can go and enlarge this. There we go. Yeah, this is a photo. I just met this lovely lady here. That's Della. And there's Adam with 2 friends. I'll give a there. And then over here, yeah, there's a larger one. Okay. Looks like someplace in Washington. They look like they were camping. There's Adam putting out the bed, and there he is playing with his cat. By then, he'd lost a lot of weight. This was December 14th of 2023. And he'd lost a lot of weight by that point. Wow, it's the first time I've seen that one. There they are. First we get a cat, then we say no more cats, then we get another cat and another cat until we have all these cats. That's funny. And there's Adam. That was in 2022. He was looking in better shape. And there he is, December 2013, with a hat, looking cool. And now Adam in this picture looks a lot like my dad. He's looks a lot like my dad. Nose slightly different. My dad never had a beard. And there he is. This is in 2022 as well. There they are. He loved to take pictures. That's what he was doing there. He was on the boat. He liked a simple kind of rural life. There he is. This is with De La Hale's family. Again, this is in Washington State. They lived in Arizona for a time prior to that. And here he is again. And again. And that's February 14th, 2020. This is 2020. And I believe that's his first wife. Yeah. He's married to her for quite some time. There. And it was 2019. Let me see if I can find a video here. He had, I don't know if this website, this is his website that people talk about. Let me take you to his website so you can see it. I'll put this one down and I'll open the other one, excuse me. Here, and I'll get the website. Thought for Food. There. That's his website. Thought for Food. Journey into Quantum Possibility. On knowing and being yourself. Indeed, many people believe that someone else is knowing, especially. This is the first time I've been to this website, folks. Wealth begins with self-value, not money. As he says here. Let's see if there's a video behind this. He says, this is not the post that I planned on being next. I initially wrote the next post in 1998. It is titled Yin and Yang, the Yin and Yang of Entitlement. It is a deep dive into the human psyche, not just how it works, but how it is presently conditioned to work. By our habits, we will liberate ourselves, seeing the conditioning of our perception, and particularly our perception about ourselves, which has been fed a stream of agenda-based ideas for millennia, helping us to unscramble the inner conflicts and set a course to a destination and destiny of our own choosing. You won't have to wait until the next post to take that journey, for the intent is in everything I do. What you do with it is always up to you. While I finish up the update of the next post, I invite you to watch the video linked at the end of this one. It includes an indoctrination to co-op business. And he was always a big deal. He's earned the money you want, primarily through community. And he talks about an organic path here to financial empowerment for the 8 billion. That's for the planet. Let's go down and see if we can find that video he's talking about here. And He also talks about the Sleeper Co-op, a Coop wallet, which is a crypto wallet, which I have to read more about later. Here it is. Here's Adam. Cooperate your way to wealth. This is his big thing.
Greetings, everyone. This is Adam Abraham here again. I don't know anyone, and it seems like every day I'm hearing of people, but I don't know anyone, or a day doesn't go by that I'm not hearing of someone's predicament, someone's plea, someone's pleading for help, monetary help. And in other words, they are indicating that whatever they've done in their life, there is a need for funds to actually improve something. And in some cases, it's not improve, it's to get it up to snuff. Something is so below par right now that they need more than what they have available, or they don't have a stream coming in that would actually help them ameliorate the situation. I'm not even talking about disasters, because a disaster is happening everywhere, and we've certainly had our environmental events here recently with hurricanes, for example, Hurricane Ian, just most recent in the southeast. Yet, whenever you hear this, and wherever you hear it, you're going to know of something happening where people are going to need some kind of stream of assistance to help them, I want to say, normalize or bring back to normal, but sometimes it's, again, to just get rid of the calamity. With all that being said, the reason for this particular video is that our ways of seeking funds or creating it have not really changed. We've been running in the same tracks for quite some time, and you have the one side where people are investing. They want to use their money to make money. People are exchanging their own time and their energy and their efforts to make money or to bring it in, and oftentimes that's not enough. But even when it is, they get connected to and in the habit of doing that, and whatever their actual dreams are, whatever their actual purpose in life that they, it really makes them want to, what they felt they came here for, the things that they want to do, they get set aside so that they can pursue these things, so that they have this stream. The stream becomes the most important thing. So as the crypto space has come about over the last 15 years or so, new ways of acquiring value assets have come about, and they are continuing to. This is quite an evolving situation, and it is in the beginning still of the beginning. Even 15 years, 5 years for me being in the crypto space, but it's still in the beginning. What's new? And what we're going to do right here, I've done some videos on co-op crowd. Crowdfunding is not new now. It's fairly new. It's 20 years or so in the making. It's been around. It's one way that people on one side can appeal to others to raise money. Then you've got investment sides. You've got all these different methods. But what is new in the area of flow, cash flow, growth, and acquisition? It's co-op crowd. There's something organic about it. And what I'm going to basically do in this video is to actually go through a presentation my presentation, my interpretation of what Co-op Crowd does, how it works, and why it works, and why, as it is, it's sustaining and will sustain. Okay, it's sustainable, I think is the question. I want to stay in the present and the moment as to what futures are.
I'll stop that there because the video is 1 hour and 30 minutes long. Again, the video is 1 hour and 30 minutes long. It's quite long. And so, but I encourage you to check out the video at his website, Phaelosopher.com. And I will put that in the notes here so you can see it and record it and go there for yourself. Check it out. That's Phaelosopher.com. Phaelosopher.com. So it presents, the website and the videos presents this worldview that he has of the collective wealth. But I think also it's a reflection of a response to the fact that the black community historically has not had a great deal of wealth. And so when I looked at this, I thought about the startup community, which is born of people who are looking for investors for their companies. Now, basically, there's no difference between that and what Adam is talking about and doing here. None. Except that when he starts off, he seems to look at the need to get money as almost a kind of accident or failing, as opposed to, hey, this person's starting a company and he's raising funds. All right? It's a big gulf of difference. It's a big gulf of difference. And I'm sorry Adam is not here for me to have seen this and talk with him about it, because it's not fair to talk about it without having had the conversation with him so that I can have a better understanding of how he's thinking about things. But I'm going by what he's saying. Okay? But that aside, he was on to something, even if it didn't quite work out for him. He was on to something in terms of idea. And one could argue that the rest of the world had come to see the development of wealth as he did. Look at how we make money online and these collectives, okay? Cryptocurrency and everything else. Adam was a thinker. He was not afraid to look at a situation and ask, why? Or is it the best way? And sometimes the answers he came up with pulled him away from modern medicine, which I believe would have saved him. Anyway, Adam, hey man, you're always in my heart and my brain. All right. Thank you all very much. That ends this broadcast.